This is the ST-1. It is a Tier 9 Soviet tech tree heavy tank, and it's a vehicle that I forgot to make a video on. Yesterday I was doing a live stream. Somebody mentioned to me that I had not done a video on the ST-1 after it received Super Speed Boost, and I literally completely forgot that it had received the Speed Boost. I made a video on the IS-4 when it received the boost, and then I made a video on the Matchmaker. And I think I was so mad about the Matchmaker that I made like another one a day later and just completely forgot about the changes that Wargaming brought to the IS-4, ST-1, and KV-4. But today, we're going to be talking about this vehicle, and specifically this special consumable. You see, the ST-1 has one of the worst power to weights for a heavy in the game. It's 13.4, similar to the T110E3. Everything else about the tank is fantastic. It's got a great gun with 374 mils of heat pen, which is actually more than the IS-4 now. It's got 8 degrees of gun depression. It's got super strong armor. It's literally one of the best Tier 9s in terms of its capabilities. The problem is you just don't get it to the position to use those capabilities very fast. I mean, it has a good top speed of like 40, but you just never get there. However, now that the vehicle has super speed boost, it should actually be able to get up to a decent speed and get into position quite quickly. This might be a game changer for this tank, and I think that it could actually make grinding this tank incredibly fun as well. So in today's video, we're going to be messing around with the ST-1 and seeing just what it can do. Our first battle has a pretty solid matchup. Only Tier 9s and Tier 8s up against us. What Tier 9s? Kampfpanzer 70, a Waffle, and a 120. Well, those are very, very strong tanks, so we will still have to be quite cautious. The other vehicles, they have Tiger 2. That's about it. Okay. I mean, I'm not worried about the T-49 or T-2064 or O-47. All right, so we're going 20 kilometers per hour right now. Let's activate that speed boost and see what it does. 21, 22. Oh, we're actually getting up to speed 26 kilometers per hour. That's uphill. That's actually pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. As we can see, it actually makes this tank feel pretty mobile. Look at that. We're going 38, 40. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Again, this is not a tank that normally achieves speeds like this. However, right now, it's actually kind of crazy that it can do this. Now, you'll notice that our team is going towards the other side of the map. We have been spotted, and we already have an O-47 on our rear. But that's alright. O-47 misses, but unfortunately, it was the Waffle that shot us. I kind of figured it would be the Waffle, but still a little annoying. However, we are all fine. We are in a pretty solid hull-down position at this point. If that O-47 wants to fight us, we're going to bonk him. Wow, low rolls are us. 2 350 damage shells from our tank. That's kind of sad. That's actually really sad, I've got to be honest. Alright, the Waffle is running, which doesn't surprise me. Our team has been able to flank fast enough. And while that's going on, we're just chilling right here, and we're going to wait. This is why the ST-1 feels great, though, is we can just get into a position like this, and we can hold. I'm not really sure what this O-47 thinks he's going to accomplish, because he's dead now. I mean, he bled me a little bit. We're down about 1,000 of our health, but he's down all of his health, so who really won that trade? I would have to argue me, I'm going to be honest. Alright, well, we get a nice shell into the Super Pershing. Still low rolling, though. I also forgot to load the correct amount of ammo, but man, we are just getting the worst rolls today. Alright, make your bet. What will we roll with this shot? 380! Oh my god, every shell is under 400! What is this game? Alright, we're fine, we're fine. I'm not really worried about the Super Pershing at this point. He does pen us, but we obviously pen him back. There you go! We got a decent roll for once. Yeah! Alright, nice. We get another bounce, and at this point, obviously the Super Pershing is donezo. Bye-bye. Alright, I mean, that was pretty easy. All I did was I held, and then I bonked some players. So now we're going to head over towards the WZ-120. Look at this speed. This is where the tank feels crazy. We're going 44, 45 kilometers per hour in an ST-1. This just doesn't feel right. I mean, what the heck? Alright, well now we obviously are out of our speed boost, and you get to feel the normal speed of this tank again, which is obviously quite poor. We get a nice shell into the Kampfpanzer, and all that's left is the WZ-120 and the KPZ, so we're just going to push up over here, get a nice bonk in. I need to check what the alpha damage of this vehicle is. Did Wargaming nerf it or something? Because, to me, this felt really painful. Like, every shot we fired had to have low-rolled that game. We hit one 450 everything else was below 400. So, I swear it's still 420, right? They didn't nerf to 400. Either way, it was a good game. 3,160 damage. Super easy finish on the top. I must be losing my mind. Yeah, 420. What the heck? What the heck? I can't. My brain is actually dying from that battle. Somebody calculate what my average roll was there. I just want to know, because I don't know. That was just interesting to watch. That's all I can say. Let's do another game. What I will say is the mobility felt great. We were able to get in and out of position fairly quickly there. I put myself in a pretty good spot. I knew that the enemy team, if they went wide, I could have easily just put myself back off that hill, have my team support me, and thankfully our team flanked pretty well, so I was able to work as pretty good bait for a bit of time there. Okay, second game. Pretty solid matchup once again. We got tier 8s and just a couple tier 9s. So we should be able to do pretty good here. Alright, well, we're obviously going to make our way, if our team goes, towards this side of the map. So that's where I'm going to ping. Hopefully our team listens to that. Alright, let's activate that super speed. Man, this feels just great. So weird driving this tank and actually having, like, mobility. Alright, well, here we go. 33, 34. Come on, pick up some speed. Obviously, you want to try and use your speed boost in an area where you can actually either go uphill and get that speed up the hill, or better yet, try to accelerate up to your top speed. As I said, this tank's power to weight is the problem, so it actually has a decent top speed, you just never reach it. So if you can get the tank up to that speed, it will be able to conserve most of it through the area you're driving, and that's why we were able to get up to this spot so quickly. So here we are. We got the T-77 in front of us, aiming. Unfortunate. I hate T-77 armor. It is probably one of the hardest tanks to pen, which makes no sense, because it shouldn't be one of the hardest tanks to pen. We're going to aim it on the T-77. There you go. My 374 heat would like to have a word with you. Alright, not too bad. Let's put on our adrenaline here, and let's aim in on the T-49. Bonk. Long live the 49. 252 is going wide, and we're going to sit right here. We're going to aim it on the T-77. There you go. I kind of acted like I was AFK for a moment there to see if he wouldn't back up or not. I mean, he didn't, so I guess it kind of worked. But let's just move up. Let's see if we can finish off the T-77. Oh, imagine if that had worked. I'm not going to repair my track. I only have one repair kit, and I don't think it's worth it to waste that repair kit. So, we'll see. I'm going to ignore the 252 for now. I'm going to push the T-30, which is obviously the biggest threat on the enemy team at this point. We got one nice 375. Dang, that was bad. But we'd still bonk the T-30, which is obviously pretty good. And we do have the T-77 off to the side, but T-30 shot, which means we can aim it on his vehicle again. There you go. 355, bruh. I'm going to start molding very soon. Like, I don't know what else to say. This has been very, very bad when it comes to rolls. 686, and then, okay, there you go, there you go. Look at that, we got a bonker, yeah. I mean, this is an easy game either way. We're just farming this T-30. The ST-1 does not feature a lot of damage per minute, but it does feature enough to get the job done in most situations. However, as we can see, the T-30 is a stupid vehicle with a crazy amount of alpha damage and penetration, which kind of just turns my armor into toothpaste, to be completely honest. But the ST-1 is fairly accurate. Because of that, we can quite easily cut right through the VK's armor without much effort, really. We can also apparently just pen his upper plate. German super heavy, everyone. We got the BZ-68 aiming on us. I don't want to be shot by that. But, oh, please don't block me. Okay, that should have definitely penned. It did. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. Is the ground tank going to bonk him? No, unfortunate. But there's no way this 252 is still alive, right? I don't even know how that's possible. I mean, we're just going to drive up here. We have the Super Pershing off to the side. Wonder if that's the same Super Pershing from before. Doesn't really matter to me. We get a nice bonk into his vehicle. We're up to 4,000 damage at this point. And we're just going to reload. Let's see, is the Emil going to pen him? Nope, he does not. Alright, we're going to move up and bonk him right in the upper plate. Will our Emil pen him? That's the question. I can't. Okay, well, doesn't really matter which one of these I shoot, but I will finish off the Super Pershing. Our ground tank will most likely finish off that player. So we are going to head towards the BZ-68 at this point. Full speed ahead. And let's just get a free bonk into his upper plate very quickly. Thank you for the 408 HP. He tries to HE me. Obviously, that does not work out in favor for him. And can we ram him? Well, we can. We did 68. Well, not awful. There you go. Nice shot and a win. This is why the ST-1 is such a good vehicle. 5,500 damage dealt. Very little effort needed to be used. It's just such a good vehicle. Hull down, this tank against tier 8s is literally bullying. And even against tier 10s, because you got 374 heat pen and alright DPM, doesn't really matter who you're fighting, you're always going to do well. And now that this tank has that mobility it has always needed, it's crazy. I mean, look at that. 5,600 damage and an ace. So, yeah, I'm quite happy that Wargaming actually gave the ST-1 this consumable. Will they nerf the tank? I don't think so, to be honest. I think that it's still pretty balanced in the most grand scheme of things, especially when you have vehicles like the 752 that exist. So, yeah, that's my personal belief. Let me know what you guys think about this tank in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.